Rivermead Nature Park, I would say I probably visit maybe once a month, probably, on average. Because it was a dead end before, it felt a little bit less kind of inviting. A lot of people walk their dogs down there. Maybe, you don't just want to get stuck with some big dog and, at the end of this thing.
More input could be added to the nature park. For example, seating area. Also, more information about the wildlife that's there.
Since 1990, Rivermead Nature Park has been a cherished green space for the Rose Hill community. But today, Rivermead faces challenges: limited funding, antisocial behaviour, pollution and accessibility issues that make it difficult for everybody to enjoy. The question remains, how can we transform Rivermead into an inclusive, vibrant space for all, while preserving its essence as a haven for wildlife? Our journey began with a visit to Rivermead Nature Park. The woodland was breathtaking, the waterfront teeming with potential, and the pond an inspiring space for children to connect with wildlife. But there were weaknesses too. We discovered signs of antisocial behaviour. Soil erosion caused by wild swimming was visibly impacting the riverbanks. Accessibility was limited, making it challenging for visitors with limited mobility. The signage on site felt overly wordy and uninviting, particularly for children, and the eastern boundary had persistent traffic noise from the neighbouring eastern bypass. We began brainstorming ideas to preserve Rivermead's strengths while addressing its challenges, and reached out to the community to hear their thoughts, concerns and hope for its future. To understand the community's vision for Rivermead Nature Park, we launched a Facebook page. For those preferring privacy, we also created a survey to collect more detailed input. One comment captured a recurring theme: my support would be for greater accessibility, a way of allowing access for prams and wheelchairs while stopping the previous destruction caused by motorbikes. From this input, we began shaping our design objectives. These included enhancing accessibility and inclusivity, and incorporating diverse play and activity areas. We also wanted to promote community engagement by envisioning spaces like a community-run cafe. Lastly, we sought to encourage environmental awareness through features that highlighted local biodiversity and eco-friendly, low-impact activities. We shared these visions with the community. One individual said to us that, "I think some of these plans are a great idea. When we first moved here, we tried to take our son on a walk around the nature reserve. He is wheelchair bound, and it was completely inaccessible and disappointing. Making it accessible for all and options to interest children in nature and play are a good idea." But not all feedback was positive. Some community members voiced strong opposition. Nature reserves are for nature, not people. Noise and gathering groups are bad for wildlife. To address this, we introduced a fourth objective: conservation and collaboration. This meant working with existing volunteer groups to protect native habitats, restore key ecosystems like the alkaline fen, and remove invasive species. By collaborating with the rangers and volunteers already committed to the site, we could ensure that biodiversity and community goals coexisted. With these objectives in place, the project began to unfold.
On the south side of the park, there are currently 2 walking trails. One trail will remain reserved for walkers and hikers, while the trail that is closer to the roadway will become a pump track for mountain bikes, as the road noise already makes it an unpleasant place for walking. The aim of the project is to provide a space for local teens, and from the tracks visible throughout the park, it is clear that there are already mountain bikers using the park.
My favourite part of the design is the mountain bike. I think that's a really good idea. I think it's really positive to have that space for teenagers to go and for them to be able to ride their bikes.
The pump track will follow the natural incline down the hill. The jumps for the pump track will be built by local volunteers.
You've got the volunteers to participate. That's another thing, because once people feel a part of it, hey, we helped build this, and I'd like to participate in that. I think that'd be amazing. Bring my kids along and get them off the computers, but great.
They will consist of entirely natural materials such as old logs, gravel, and dirt, most of which could even be sourced from the nature park. In addition, there will be infrastructure added to the trails through the more wooded area in order to create a loop for the bikers. The infrastructure will consist of wooden bike ramps and banks. which can be built cheaply and easily using wood from old pallets. The bike path through the wooded area will follow the trails that are already being used there in order to reduce the impact on the natural area. In addition, the raised ramps will provide a safe space for wildlife to cross even when there are bikers using the path.
At Rivermead, the concept for a picnic area started as an idea for a shipping container cafe. While this sparked interest, the community raised valid concerns about the costs, affordability, and financial sustainability of such a permanent structure.
Right, what I would be asking the question about changing is looking at the pricing of the cafe, because I'm very aware that that's a major issue with the cost of living crisis.
With these concerns in mind, we shifted focus to a multi-use picnic area, flexible, accessible, and low cost. It could even be in collaboration with the community centre cafe, who could run pop-ups there. The central feature of this space is a series of seating and tables integrated into a gabion wall, crafted from garden rubble such as old pots and bricks donated by the community. These gabions will also serve as planters, hosting pollinator-friendly native plants like lavender, bee balms and native grasses. Seating in the picnic area will be sourced sustainably, made from logs and tree stumps gathered during globe clearing operations led by local conservation groups at Rivermead. To combat water runoff and encourage biodiversity, the ground will feature permeable paving. This not only supports insect habitats but ensures the area remains functional during wet weather. To extend usability into the evening, solar-powered festoon lights will illuminate the space, an affordable, sustainable solution that the community can help implement. For shelter, a large sail-style canopy will provide shade and protection. These sails, supported by natural branches or tree trunks, are low cost and could be crowd-funded and installed by community members. The area is designed to be multifunctional. It could host pop-up events like yoga classes, workshops, markets, and performances. Space for a food truck adds a flexible dining option without the burden of maintaining a permanent cafe. The community will decide which vendors are invited, ensuring offerings are affordable and aligned with local preferences. To address concerns about the site's visual impact for nearby residents, raised planters could act as natural barriers. These could also include edible plants, which could be managed by the community and benefit those who live on Rivermead Road by creating the opportunity to grow their own food and herbs. The Rivermead picnic area will transform into a vibrant, welcoming space for everyone to enjoy.
Our key focus in this project was to create a nature-themed play area in the Rivermead Nature Reserve to help enhance their overall experience while still promoting a connection with nature. The nature park will also encourage children to engage with physical activity, which can help contribute to healthier lifestyles. My theme for this part of the project was nature, as it will help educate children further about the importance of the local environment, enhancing appreciation and understanding of their surroundings. In terms of my design, the play area has a range of play equipment which is all made out of wood, from a climbing frame, swings to wooden stepping stones, which gives the play area a greater natural feel. The pond is another way to attract families with young children, which is a way of engaging the community together whilst making good use of the space. The design of the big rocks the whole way around gives it more of a natural look, as well as ensuring safety. Stepping stones going across the pond is an efficient way for children to interact with playing. The trees surrounding the play area and the pond enhance the woodland feel. The park and the nature reserve, I think, will therefore allow people to enjoy nature whilst also helping to preserve the natural habitats of plants and animals, which helps make positive use of the space.
Our proposal for a revitalised dock area on the Thames waterfront transforms this section of the site into a vibrant, multifunctional space for the community. Carefully designed features provide access to the water whilst respecting the natural environment. A kayak launch and storage area creates new opportunities for local kayaking groups, workshops and health-focused recreational activities. We aim to uplift local artists and make this a vibrant and welcoming space with the addition of hand-painted murals on the storage shed.
As an artist, some public art that could engage and educate would be good. Add a bit of creativity. I mean, it's Oxford, your world-class city.
Ladder access to shallower sections supports activities like pond dipping, swimming and wading. The jetty structure is raised above the water level, helping to preserve the existing riverbank whilst offering safe water access. The covered seating spaces invite people of all ages to relax, socialise and enjoy the serenity of the river. The shelters include solar-powered lights, which make the space usable year-round. By integrating feedback from the community, such as the need for quieter areas and safer water access, this design transforms the Thames waterfront into a welcoming, active and inclusive space.
There were lots of other ideas too. One was to replace the existing kissing gate with a more inclusive entryway. Another opportunity was to resurface or boardwalk the main pathways, making them smooth, durable and accessible for all visitors. While we've generated many ideas for Rivermead, the beauty of this project lies in its flexibility. The design can be tailored to the community's needs and desires. Valid concerns were raised during the planning process. Did we go too far with some suggestions? Perhaps, but that's the beauty of co-creation. The community doesn't need to implement everything at once or even at all. From a simple signage upgrade to a comprehensive redesign such as ours, any intervention designed to benefit the community and support the wildlife here is a step in the right direction.